Hi, Cancer. All right, let's go ahead and jump into your reading and see what is going on with you at this time. Happy birthday to all my Cancers as well. All right, let's see what's going on with Cancer this week. Anything significant, please allow that to come out. Give me some messages for Cancer at this time. Anything significant for my Cancers watching. All right, we have the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have Judgment here. Alrighty. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. Okay. So I definitely feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, you are working really hard towards a goal of yours and you're becoming more of a master at it. So you're finding through like repetition or just long hours of doing the same thing over and over, you're starting to do something more naturally or easily. I feel like if you were to take whatever this is out of your routine, you just wouldn't feel normal. All right. So this looks really good in terms of just progressing in life and also reaching your goals. It's interesting that you have the Two of Wands here. What's under the Two of Wands? Knight of Cups. Okay. All right. We have the High Priestess, so you're being very private about this, or you're not sharing much about like how much work goes behind something. Something takes a lot of skill or like practice or expertise to get perfect. Um and you're being very private about this, or this is like your little secret to how to get things to go exactly the way that you would like, or how to, like, even if you are getting complimented by the way that you look, the way that you dress, maybe your workouts, your body, it's almost like there's a skill to it and it takes a lot of hard work, but it's not something that you really put out there. We have Judgment here as well, so this could be like a conscious decision of not speaking about this, not offering up too much information. Maybe you feel like it puts you at an advantage. Okay, or this could be someone coming towards you. Maybe someone's not sharing something with you for you to um, be able to put in better work or to learn or advance a skill. They may be gatekeeping this from you, okay? Because maybe this person feels like, I don't know, something here, whatever this person does, they feel like they could be judged by this routine, like whatever they're doing to get better. But there's also this energy of like not wanting to create competition or not wanting someone else to have control of what they've been able to have for a long time. So this is like a reading about your competitor. You have someone here that considers you a competitor. I feel like they're not sharing information with you. They also have a fear of being judged, okay, because of their practices. There's also this energy of like not wanting people to go to you versus them, or people to watch you versus them, or people to book with you versus them. There's this weird energy like that going on. So almost like someone who you may feel like you like and that you are interested in getting to know, trading off ideas, working with. This person has like a hidden agenda with you, like kind of trying to keep you in your place. But it's interesting because I don't feel like you can be kept in your place. All right, so someone's seeing you as competition. What's the High Priestess? It's like you're already there. You know, you're already a really strong competitor to whoever this person is. Yeah, we have the Five of Wands, okay? So it is causing some drama or conflict, or you're starting to see this person's ways with the High Priestess. Very standoffish. Um, they are very closed off at some point in this week. They could even be very private about some topic that you're trying to learn more about. It could be very innocent conversation where you're just trying to pique this person's mind, and they're being very closed off. You notice it. They're not doing this very subtly. They may feel like they're trying to do this in a way that you don't pick up on, but I feel like you are kind of like 2 steps ahead of them. So you're realizing that this person is not wanting you to advance past them. That's kind of what this is. All right. So they kind of want to, they don't mind you, being good at what you do or working hard or you putting in that work every day, but they almost want to slow down that progress that you have. All right. They're noticing that you're enjoying something a little bit more than they would have thought, or that you're getting better at something more than they would have thought as well. Yeah, it's all of this conflict here. Five of Wands to the Five of Swords. So it starts off very like weird, right? You realize that someone is like, you ask them a question and they usually expound on their answer, but they're keeping it very short today. Or they kind of like are very tight lipped about something. I feel like you may be the one to press the issue with the Five of Swords, or you're realizing that you're in competitive territory with this person. You may have seen them as an ally, up until this point. You may have felt like, okay, this person and I work well together. They're happy for me. They're in support of me doing this. But something, whenever this kicks off, just gives it away. From the Five of Wands to the Five of Swords, it gets a little weird. This person with the Five of Swords may even say something to try to like, almost like persuade you of not continuing to master something or not trying to do something. Could even be trying to like place fears into your head about continuing a path. For example, if you're a business owner and like you're connecting with another business owner, they may tell you like their horror stories in the industry to kind of like persuade you not to continue to do something, or persuade you against a certain clientele, or maybe even like a environment and a community. So it's interesting because I feel like it could be shocking when you see that this person has this agenda. You don't take it as like advice. You take it as like, oh, this person's threatened by me. Okay, so you start to pick up on it right away. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles, because this person thinks you're a master. They think that you are just, they know that you are, and they think that you are just getting better and better every day. You haven't let up. All right. So you've kind of like immersed yourself into some type of learning or skill or talent, and you've just been going up ever since you've gotten that idea in your head. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, you're standing on a legacy. You're standing on something that you put a lot of investment behind, whether it's money or even like time, effort behind. And it's really paid off with the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like this started off as a situation where you and this person could really exchange ideas, exchange knowledge, exchange brainstorming, marketing, branding, whatever. This person is now starting to like try to lead you the different way. They kind of are intimidated by your skills. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles here. So this person at first saw you as not non-threatening with the Page of Pentacles. They just seen you as someone who is taking a risk, but maybe it wouldn't land, starting something new, but maybe you wouldn't be consistent. They're seeing you as, they saw you before as the student, but as we see, the Eight of Pentacles talks of someone who could be a teacher, a professor, someone who has mastered a skill. So now that they see you at this level, whether they feel like you've reached their height or even you've gotten taller than them in that sense, very much so intimidated by you. And it leads them to a lot of jealousy. So we have the Judgment here. Usually judgment comes out when it tells you to do the right thing. So for whoever this person is, the right thing would to be like to continue to help you grow, to lead you in the right direction at least. But let's see what's going on here with Judgment. Because I do see there's a little hiccup, right? But maybe this person does decide, you know what? I'm not going to do that to Cancer. I'm going to be supportive. Let me not let my jealousy get in the way. Let me actually try to help. So let's see what this person's conclusion is. What clarity have they come to? Or are they still wanting to mislead you? All right, Nine of Cups. So that's a positive. Let's see what else is here. Two of Wands. Okay, so it's interesting. So Nine of Cups is definitely wish fulfillment. So it does talk about this person doing something that aligns with their emotional like positive. And if I think about that in a way, that would make me think that this person does something that they feel like, it does make me feel like this person would still mislead you, because the Nine of Cups is like getting what you want. It's almost like it can be a selfish card sometimes, where you selfishly want things to go your way. So if we think about this person's intentions with the High Priestess, Five of Wands, Five of Swords, with the Nine of Cups, there's this energy where what they're feeding to you or trying to feed to you, they're doing it in a way to get what they want. And then that's supported with the Two of Wands, which we did also see on the bottom of the deck here, and which I said was the interesting card of this reading, because I really feel like this person is like controlling. Okay, so this can talk about like someone who wants to dominate a situation, someone who wants to have control over your success, your path, your decisions. This can also talk about bumping heads. This is also a card of like the grass is greener. So like where you stand, you can view a individual. It's almost like when you compare yourself. It's comparing. It's a comparison card. So if you have your own life that is going well, but then you look at someone else and you want their life, or you want their business, or you want their success. So it does feel like this person decides to do something that they feel like will elevate them versus, and also deter you or push you on a path that you weren't already going on. And I don't like that. Okay. So you will know of this. I feel like you pick up on this person's shade, throwing shade in this energy of the card. You know your self worth with the Eight of Pentacles. You know that you're really good at what you do. You know that you're sitting on a bank, okay, a legacy here, or your investments are paying off. You know that you learn very fast with the Page of Pentacles, and it's showing. You know who you are. So when this happens, even though you trust this person's maybe intel, or you trust what their advice, their opinions, something is going to be telling you to be very indecisive about it. Something will be pulling you in the other direction. Ultimately, it's telling you to prioritize yourself, maybe over this connection that you have. Because what good is a connection if it's not taking you places? That's the whole point of like networking, connections. You're supposed to be able to have that exchange, Six of Pentacles, to be able to get to where you go. If you have a connection that kind of gatekeeps or tries to keep you in place until they're ready, that seems like a very, like you're taking a lot of losses there. All right, so King of Swords really being in your intellectual property here. I did pick up two cards by accident. So King of Swords, and then also the Four of Cups. Something's going to kind of hurt a little bit, with the Four of Cups. You feel overlooked. You may feel like this person, this connection kind of lost its spark. You could have been really interested in this person or this connection, this situation, this opportunity. You wanted to see where things go. You wanted it to stay in a positive place. But that King of Swords is telling you to be very logical and lead with your head over your heart. Even if you still have care and emotions for this situation, still be smart and elevate yourself. Don't stop yourself based off of what this person is doing, because they just are leading with competition. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Make sure to like the video and subscribe.